Hello everyone. Hi FlossTube, hi family, hi friends. It's me, Gail, with Gail's Golden Needle. This is my channel about cross stitch and quilting and wool applique and English paper piecing and a lot of other needle crafts and crafting. Welcome. I first wanted to say thank you to everybody who's been watching and commenting, to those who have shouted me out, Gail Phillips, Amy, Little Farm Quilts. Thank you so much. And those that have been following me on my Instagram and found me over here on my channel. I now am over 100 subscribers. I'm at about, I think, 128. Ooh, that's exciting. So today I have a special giveaway for all my subscribers. And I have some finishes, and I have some whips, works in progress, and I have a little bit of haul. I've been accumulating haul, but I've been using it also. I know that's not the rules, but it's been a while since I've made a video, so I did use them. There were things I needed. Well, some stuff I needed. I got some Stitchy Kindness, so I'm excited to show you all my things. A lot of people, they do a little life update, so I'll do a little life update. As you can see, I now have a curly helmet on my head, mousy color. It's just doing what it wants to do as it's coming back, but it's coming back. I'm doing well. The weather here has been, we had one great day yet last week. I mean, it was beautiful. And then we got flurries again. These poor squirrels are running around not knowing what to do. The robins have been like going from the front tree to the back tree to the front tree to the back tree, trying to, you know, say, okay, is it going to stop snowing so I can build a nest? So hopefully spring will be here for sure, for real soon. But we always say not till after Easter, whenever Easter is, because it can snow on Easter in Chicago. So let me get started with what I have today. So let me start with some finishes. Now I had in February, no finishes, 3 starts. March, I had 4 finishes and a new start. And I'll talk about that. That was a special start and a little bit later. So let me start with my finishes. So, and this was part of a haul from a while ago, but I picked up this Stacey Nash Primitives, and it's a pin keep, or pin disc, red hydrangea pin disc. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to finish it. I was thinking of trying to finish it into a needle book, but we'll see how I can figure that out. So I'm going to put it on my board so you can see it a little bit better. So there we go. Now I use mostly DMCs on this, and I think this was cobblestone. I think it's 18 count cobblestone, I believe. So, and those were all DMCs. I kind of switched them up a little bit just to go with the cobblestone because it was a little bit darker, I think. So that was that one. I'm just going to throw everything on the floor as we go. Now this was some Stitchy Kindness that I had gotten from my friend Amy. She passed along, she did all of these. Deck the Halls, Blackbird Designs, all the strawberries. And so I did, let's see if I can find it right here. It came upon a midnight clear, which was this house. You see a little house? And I wanted, it just reminded me so much, this little house, of Rosewood Manor. So again, this is on, I think, cobblestone, 18 count cobblestone. So I tried to make it a little more pink. So those are all DMCs, except for in here. The cardinal, I think I did use, let's see, what did I use? I put it in here. I used, no, I guess I did. I thought I used I used 355. It called for baked apple or DMC 3721, and I used 355. So yeah. And on the house, I used 950. Okay, so I am going to finish that into a strawberry with the help of my friend Amy. So I'll get her suggestions on that. The next up, I'll show this one next. This one is by Modern Folk Embroidery, and it's part of his dark crosses. So this is his welcome. Welcome to my castle. Okay. And I did this on 14 count Murky. Yeah, 14 count. 14 count Murky. And I used, where'd it go? Valdani. This variegated Valdani. So, and if you can see, I kind of fussy stitched it. So on part of the castle I went horizontal, and then part of the castle I went vertical, and then back to horizontal again. So I just wanted to see how that would work up. And I think it came out cool. So I like that one. That one came out really nice. So, and then I finished, this is a free one, and this was in 2020, and this was when I had an old printer, when our old printer was going out. I downloaded from Night Spirit Studio, Plague Nurse. Okay, so from Night Spirit Studio, Plague Nurse. And I switched it up. She calls for stitching it on black with the gray, and I did chalkboard, and I think this was 16 count chalkboard, and then I used black 310 here. I switched out the hair to be a blonde, and I did do 2020. I started it in 2020, and I just finished it this last week. And I'm keeping 2020 in. I wanted to keep 2020 in there. That's when we all had to start wearing masks and 95s. Face shields all day. So, that one's finished. I like that one. That one's a really cool one. So now let's go on to a start. A very, very special start I want to talk about. And it's part of Haul. Or Stitchy Kindness, because my friend Amy, Little Farm Quilts, she wanted to start this, so she talked me into it, but she didn't have to talk very hard. Not very hard. All she had to do was say, do you want to? And I said yes. So she wanted to know if I wanted to start A Year in the Woods, the series. And so we're starting with the fox, and we're using the hashtag Woods Sunday Sal, because we Zoom together on Sundays, about 5:30 in the morning my time, about 6:30 her time in New York. So she sent me some of the patterns. So I got the fox from her. I got the swans, which is kind of puffy, but I already have stuff in here. And I went and got some of the fancy floss already for that one. And then we got, which was next? The jackrabbit? I think the jackrabbit was next, right? And then the raccoon I have also. So I have those 4. So we're going to be stitching this together on Sundays. Woods Sunday Sal hashtag. So I started this with her on a special Zoom when I finally got my things in on the 23rd last week. And I'm stitching mine on 18 count, 16 count Mirage. Uh-oh. Did I put it on here? I think it looks like it might be 18 count. 18 count Mirage. And I'm using the DMCs on this one. DMC. This is where I'm at, my start. We Zoomed this morning and we were able to stitch, oh, today's Sunday, the 27th of March. Right? Yeah. To look at the calendar. So I want you to notice that I did not have the fancy floss for this part of the fox. And it calls for Burnt Orange by Gentle Arts. And for chalk, I'm using the 3865. They said that you could substitute DMC 921. Well, this is what I substituted it with. Let's show this way. I'm substituting one of the variegated from DMC, which is 4130. Let's see if I could get this like this so that you can kind of see the variegated 4130. And it has some pinks in it. Has a pink in it. So if you look it up, I think I looked it up on DMC, and you look at their variegated, it will tell you what DMC colors are in the variegated floss. So in this one, there is 920 copper medium, 301 mahogany medium, 400 mahogany dark, and 3721 dusty rose very dark. So I pulled those out. Let me get this all set up for you. So I pulled those out so that you could kind of see what they look like, the flosses, and how they work together here. Let's see. So here we go. Oops, let me try and get this up here. So I wanted you to see. I don't know if you can see it that well. I don't know, I'm trying to get some more light on there. Let's see, but that 3721 is very pink, dusty pink. But when they're all together and the way that it stitches up in here, it's just, you see the pink when you're up on it close, but it just blends so well. I love it. So I wanted to bring this to your attention in case you're doing this or going to start it and looking at the DMC variegated flosses, because some of them are really good and really nice. So I just wanted to show you how that works and how you can kind of look it up. If you decide to use one of their variegated, you can always pull out one of those colors to use along on your project as well. One other thing about this one, and then I'll be done with talking about the fox. But I also changed up this orangey color in here, the lighter one. That one called for 921. No, I'm sorry, not 921. It called for 3827, which was really light. And so I wanted to darken it up a little bit on mine. So I'm using 977. You see the difference there? So this is the lighter one. This is the one I'm using, 977. I also darkened up the tree, this lighter tree a little bit. I think it calls for 524, and I'm using 523. So there's the fox. I just wanted to let you guys all know about the fox and our hashtag Woods Sunday South. So please join us. Anybody, just tag us. We'd love to see how you're doing on your A Year in the Woods. It's going to be fun this year. All right, next up, I have another whip I kind of started. Let me get this up. So this last week, my sister-in-law was here. And this is a new start. And now it's a whip. It's a new start also. So she was here, and twice she has, over the years, come to live with us for a little bit while her husband was deployed or getting settled up in Germany. He was military. We were military. And in one of those time periods, he was here in Chicago, and we were both stay-at-home moms, basically. She was waiting to get moved to Germany. We started stitching. Now, talking about this with her, and I said, do you remember what that home party thing was that we did? I even hosted one. And she was like, right away, Creative Circle. I'm like, wow, she remembered that. Creative Circle. So Gail, my sister-in-law, she was like, yes. And I said, you know that one pillow, that pineapple pillow I did? She says, yes. And I did the pineapple door pull, or the door hanger. And I said, right. I said, I can't find the pillow. I've lost that pillow somewhere. I worked so hard on that pillow, and I've lost it somewhere. Now, it's a very dated pillow. And she went online and bought this kit for me. So thank you very much, sister-in-law Gail. Yes, her name's Gail also. And it's this one from Creative Circle. And it's a colonial welcome. And on it, it has embroidery and candle wicking, which I loved candle wicking. I did a lot of candle wicking pillows. Don't know where those pillows are either. I did a lot of the candle wicking pillows. I still have the books, the patterns. So what you get in this, oh, and by the way, we figured it out. If this came in, it was dated 1985. So that's how long it's been that I've been like stitching. A long time. So you get the 2 floss. I got 2 floss, an ecru and a beige, and then you get the candle wicking thread, which is just a little bit heavier cotton, and you do colonial knots. Now this is stamped on the fabric, and I'm going to show you. I mean, my knots, I still like my knots. My knots are good. I use the colonial knot instead of a French knot, and it is much easier. But I need practice again on my satin stitches. But here, let me put this behind. But this is where I've started. Where is it at? Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. So there you can kind of see my colonial knots over here, and then a couple of satin stitches I started. So I don't remember if this washes out. So that's why I said I got to practice with my satin stitches and try to enclose those lines more. I mean, I didn't do too bad right here. This one right here looks pretty good. Yeah, and then there's my knots. So that's another new start. And thank you again, Gail. This is going to be fun to get back into this and have fun doing this. So the other thing that happened with Gail was that because we were talking about this and I was stitching, I got her started again. So she's working on a project. I had some 14 count opalescent Aida. I had all the floss. We downloaded, we bought and downloaded off of Etsy a pattern that is a mermaid's tail. It's really cute. It's purple with like this water scene underneath. So I printed it off for her and gave her that and kitted everything up. So got her started. We had a wonderful day stitching together, like old times. It was really nice. So good luck, Gail. Keep going. You're going to get it finished. Maybe not by Mackenzie's birthday, but you'll get it finished. All right, then let's go on to what's next. Some haul and some Stitchy Kindness. So let's finish up with some Stitchy Kindness. Because like I said, Gail gave me that. And Amy, she also sent, a little while back, she passed on some patterns for me that I'm just excited, like I'll get out. She passed these on to me. This one by the Scarlet House, Seeking Refuge. So, and then Plum Street, Kringle and Woolard. Kringle and Woolard. So it's got the little sheet there and Santa. That's cute too. And she also passed on, because she finished this one, the Blue Flower Huckleberry Farm. That is beautiful. That is definitely one day I'm going to get to that. This one I love too. This is awesome. I'm not going to make it into a feed sack, but it's Carriage House Samplings Reindeer Feed Sack. But I do love it. I think it's really cool. So, I mean, if I did it into a feed sack, I don't know. Maybe I could hang it on the door. But it's really cool. And then there was Teresa Koget's Creative Whims Celebrate. So this was Celebrate. So 15 years. Yep. So I got this one. So this is a really good book. It's got a lot of good little charts in it. All kinds. There's just like for all the seasons. So it's really cool. I like that. And then, because she knows I've been working on some Prairie Schooler, and I like them, and she stitched some of these, and so it's where there are bees, which I love the bees. So I want to do up some of those small pillows and take some of these out and do them into small pillows. I don't think I'll stitch it up this whole thing. I'm just going to stitch up some of these smalls to put in a dough bowl. Because I kind of like the birds and the bees. So, and then this other Prairie Schooler to go with my Santas. Because I have an idea and I shared it with her. And so she did pass this one on to me, which was the Christmas Trees by Prairie Schooler. And she also sent the alphabet. So the Prairie Schooler alphabet. Christmas alphabet. So that's really neat too. So I like that. So, and with this last one, when she sent me the A Year in the Woods, she added this floss in there. And this is Be Stitch Me hand-dyed silk. And this is Stardust. These are my colors. They're so beautiful. I really have to find something special for this. Something really special. I like that one. Thank you again, Amy. So, so then I went to, when we were driving my sister-in-law back to Michigan on Thursday. Oh, it was pouring rain. It was awful. And then we got to Michigan, it started flurries and snow. We brought it back until Friday. We had snow. On Saturday we had snow, flurries. But anyway, I stopped in at, uh-oh, I'm missing one. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. I stopped in at, what is the name of that shop? It's in Indiana. House of Stitches. That's what it was. House of Stitches. Oh, there it is. House of Stitches is around here. So I was looking for a couple of things from Market. And I was like, oh, I just want to stop in and, you know, really shop Market at the local needle shop, which is not so legal. It's like 2 hours local away. But this one I did pick up. It was a Luminous. She didn't have the newest one from Luminous Fiber Arts by Misty Purcell, and it's the Gathering Clover. I've done the Gathering Berries, and I wanted to do the bees because, like I said, I wanted to do the birds and the bees. So. But I like this one. This one will be fun. This one was there. And I was so excited that this one was there. Because this was on my top of my list that I wanted from Market. And this is Teresa Koget's Newcastle Bouquet Biscornu. Isn't that cool? Oh, I cannot wait to do that one. I need a lot of stitching. But I can't wait to do it. So I did pick up the fancy floss for that. I went ahead and picked up some fancy floss for that. And then I picked up this, let's see, 18 count sandstone that they have a local dyer, and they are called We Will Dye For You, DYE. So this is 18 count sandstone, which kind of, it's very much like a, here, let me put it up against here. It kind of reminds me of vintage country mocha in a way. But there you go. It's got some really nice modeling in it. And it's always so hard to find 18 count Ada dyed up. So, I don't know. I'm having a hard time with that. And then the last thing that I purchased with another Prairie Schooler Santa. So this is this year's. I'm not doing those neon lights. I'm going to change the color. And I'm probably not going to put Arctic lights because I don't like the words on there. I wouldn't mind putting the date that this one was, you know, 2022. So I might put 2022 on there. But on the other ones that had the words that I did, I just added another part of the motif. So I'm not sure what I'll do here. Maybe just a couple big snowflakes, or I don't know, something. I'll figure out something. So that's all of that. So now I have, because again, thank you so much, everybody, for supporting me and just saying that you enjoy watching and seeing what I have to share, your wonderful comments. It's just a blessing to have this community, this floss tube, and meeting all of you, and getting involved in some things and some Zooms and I'm going to be doing some exchanges, some smalls exchanges. It's really, really nice. I've met some wonderful people. I have some new BFFs. And to say thank you, I wanted to do a giveaway. So this giveaway I made, so we're going to have a lot of disclaimers on this that I made this. I made a project bag to give away. And because of shipping, and Australia's still not accepting our mail, I have to say, and I hate saying it, that it's only for U.S. residents. Canada, I could probably do, but anything over in the UK or to Australia, I don't think I'll be able to. It'll just be, the cost would be just way too much, and they won't even let us ship to Australia still. So I wanted to show you. Now, I'm not an expert, all right, but I like making my bags, but I'm not an expert. And my corners are not perfect, and my seams are okay. I do vinyl fronts, so I'll show you the front first. So this is what I call the working side. I know a lot of people put all the fancy special focal fabrics here, but I feel like when you put everything in there, you don't get to see that beautiful fabric. So this is just a polka dot, a gray polka dot, and then I had some of this that has the different sewing notions on there. So I put that on there. It does have a handle, and I do put the binding on, and I hand turn it. So I sew it to one side and then turn it over, and then I hand stitch it down. So that's why I don't know how anybody, it's hard sewing through this vinyl anyway, and then to do the corners, it just wouldn't be pretty. It's not that pretty right now, but this is what I have. Okay, so now I'll show you the show me side. Show me. So this is fabric selvage that I collect. Bags of selvage that I collect. And I've done some other projects with this. So I just wanted you to know that this is the selvage. I love this one corner. What does it say? It says, every iota makes a difference. Iota for Robert Kaufman. It's Robert Kaufman. Isn't that cool? There's some tulip pink unicorns. There's some Moda. There's just all kinds of stuff in here. So that's the bag. And to go in the bag, again, don't look at this very well. I tried to make this. I have a hard time making these. But anyway, I made a teeny tiny little floss bed to hold your floss. And I also made a thread catcher that I love making these. This is all handmade, sewn by hand. But you open it up like this. And you can put it wherever, and you put your threads in there, your little garbage, your candy wrapper, whatever. And then when you're ready to leave your gathering, or if you've been in the car or at a game or whatever, then all you have to do is just twist like this and then push it back down on here. This is a little stiff because it's still new. There you go. Now this has got some recycled stuff in it. This band is made from the strapping that's on boxes, like the cases of copy paper. And then the bottom is, it's batting, and the cardboard I use cereal boxes. So that's in there also. So if you would like to get this bag, please in your comments put the word salvage, S-E-L-V-A-G-E, and then that'll give you a chance to win the bag. So I promise I will be back in 2 weeks so that I can give this away, because I'm excited to give this away. So everyone, take care. I hope that you get lots of stitching time, and that the weather is going to be so beautiful for you, and the flowers start coming up, and the trees start blooming, and you don't get too many sneezing with all of that. I know it does bring on all the sneezing. At least for my family it does. So until next time, everyone, take care. Thank you again for watching. Thank you for letting me share all of my stitching with you. Bye-bye, everybody.